Reality is being abandoned as a 4-year-old in a dirty apartment, left to fend for yourself. Your mom said she would be right back, but the sun is going down and you're still alone. Because your mom is always putting meth before you, you spend a lot of time alone. And you learn that no one cares about you and you don't matter. So you make a vow to shut off your heart because you're safer on your own anyways. Reality is growing up and searching for acceptance in designer clothes, money, friends, boys, and partying all the time. All you want is to fit in and finally feel like you matter. But then the partying takes over and your life begins to spin out of control. It doesn't take long for you to lose everything. And you realize all those things that you built your life around left you even more empty and lost than before. Reality is being so numb that nothing phases you, not even when you wake up from a seizure in your dealer's car or when the paramedics are trying to revive an unconscious girl on the floor. You only feel alive when you are messed up on drugs and you don't care about the mess you make while doing it. It doesn't matter because you know in your heart that soon, one of these days, it's going to kill you. How do I know that is reality? Because that was me.
What is reality? Reality is dropping out of high school and then going to work at a bar. You become addicted to cocaine and alcohol and start living a party lifestyle that continues to spiral. You fall in love with the bar owner who introduces you to prostitution as a way to fund your drug and alcohol habit. Reality is becoming a single mom at the age of 22 and thinking, I've got to get it together now. Your feelings of failure and inadequacy eventually lead you to start using meth. Realizing you are losing yourself to that drug, you quit, only to start drinking again, which then turns into full-on alcoholism. Reality is knowing you need help, so you quit your job and enter outpatient treatment, but you continue to drink in treatment. And after a particular night of heavy drinking, you are so hungover, you pass out and fall down 14 stairs, eventually waking up at the bottom, bleeding from your mouth, completely unaware of what happened or how long you had been there, hearing your boyfriend on the phone with 911. Reality is losing temporary custody of your son because of the hold alcohol has taken on your life. How do I know that's reality? Because that was me.
So what is reality? Reality is having to grow up way too fast because when you're 6, your parents have a messy divorce. Then by the time you're 8, your dad has remarried to a mentally abusive woman and your brother is receiving Make-A-Wish after he's been diagnosed with cancer. Fast forward, you're 13 and you're taking care of your severely alcoholic father, on the phone with your family, begging and pleading for them to please come and save your daddy because you've been taking care of him by yourself for the last 2 weeks. So your 2 uncles show up at 3 in the morning, dragging him off to rehab, leaving you now completely alone. Reality is having such a distorted sense of love that you lose your virginity at 12 to a man over 18. This leads into adulthood, and you find yourself in 2 abusive relationships. The first one shoves you down a set of cement stairs, leaving you 2 missing front teeth because you landed on your face. The second, so mentally and physically tormenting that you jump from a moving car because you don't care if you live or die anymore. You just need an escape. And reality is losing all sense of trust that you have left when you become entwined in a high-profile drug case from a life you just wanted to leave behind. You were savagely raped, then betrayed by the very people you thought would protect you, and then completely forgotten as the victim. The image is burned into your head of the nurse wiping your blood up off the emergency room floor just moments before your dad walks into the room. You spend the next 5 years fighting to be given justice. You now feel betrayed or violated, not just by your attacker, but by the system that has completely failed to protect you, leaving you questioning everything you once thought was right. How do I know that's reality? Because that was me.